Well, guys, we got the flashy check engine light now. I don't know if that's good or not, but let's see if it'll do another pull. It probably won't. Sweet, we are recording. Clap, clap, clap. Sorry for the loud bugs. All right, get stoked for the upgraded audio. Hat's looking good. Ready to rip. What is up, Rad Potential YouTube? Welcome to today's Fix My Slow RX8 but Make It Less Slow video. We are going to be yanking the intake off of this thing. We have to get this giant strut brace out of the way, which is real unfortunate. Get the air box out of the way so we can get the intake off. Why is the RX8 slow? Well, mine's slower than a normal RX8 because I have some malfunctioning intake solenoids on my car. These things right here control when the valves in the intake open and close, thus optimizing the torque curve for your rotary engine, because rotary engines, well, they don't have torque, so Mazda had to make it have more torque with some customness and all of this jazz. So these solenoids came off a car that it was in known working good condition, no check engine lights for them, and mine, albeit I went through and made sure all of the solenoids in the lower intake manifold work. I didn't replace the solenoid rack itself, the electric part, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna fix them. So because of that, we're gonna replace these, just like I just said, 14. So before we get started into that, we've got to move the race car over just a little bit so I can nose the RX8 in here and get to the front of this thing, which should be pretty easy. Now, this RX8, if you didn't know anything about it, go check out the other video. 2004 Nordic green, cheap track monster. It's not normally, I guess I say, it's not normally on these wheels at the track, but because it sits outside, I'm not leaving my sticky rubber outside, so we've got these on it for now. And another updates for everything else, we're gonna be getting back to the rally car probably this week, maybe next week. We're fixing the RX8, tidying up a couple little jobs while some stuff for this is getting done. We've got to get all of the stickers made, which I've been saying for a while, but I'm just going to submit my order tomorrow to get all the graphics remade. You're going to laugh at some of the awesome puns we've got going on in the graphics, which you'll see in those videos. And then I've also got to get all of the marker lights and the trim and everything put on. So get stoked for that stuff happening in the next videos. But for now, let's jump right to it. The RX8 has come apart. Jump up. Thank you. Watch your tail. Here we go. This is first to second gear, full pin. I promise that's all she's got. Okay guys, this one's more realistic because we had the AC on for the first one. So extra 10 horsepower. So slow even the dog stays standing. Alright guys, don't be an idiot like me when you're taking this thing off. First things first, you got to remove a few bolts on the back, the side, the front, the whole thing. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Don't forget the 2 bolts that go down in your oil filler neck. I would definitely not suggest doing this hot, meaning I was dumb and pulled the coolant line off the top of my throttle body and the car's still warm and it spit a bunch of coolant everywhere. And then obviously the car is hot, right? So I'm wearing gloves. And the worst thing about wearing a glove when you spill hot liquids on it is you have to get it off really fast. And these Velcroed on gloves don't come off really fast, which is why I never wear gloves in the first place. So thank you, RX8s. Anyways, I've got this thing off. I didn't disconnect the lower coolant line on the throttle body. The throttle body has 2 coolant lines, an upper one and a lower one. Didn't disconnect the lower one. Left it on. The strut brace is a real inconvenience. And like I said in the previous videos, I will tell myself, I told you so. You shouldn't have put that big of a strut brace on. It's in the way all the time. It is. Whatever. We have access to the solenoid rack right here. So we're going to take these solenoids off of this one, and we're going to install them onto that one. And we're just going to install all of them. So I believe these just come off. I think we just pop there's a little clip right there. Pop that, slides right out. Just a little pry. Oh man, that thing came right off there. Little pry and a push, pry and push. Oh nice, you can push from the bottom and then slide it out with your hand. Oh baby, look at that, 2 of them. Third one. 3 of them. Science. Okay, the good pile. Don't let me forget. Bottom up. So there's a little hole. Push in the hole. Pull the solenoid out. Just like that. Bad. Whoop-ha. Now we're gonna put 3 good ones in. Insert into the intake. Click. Click. A whole click. Easy as that. Alright guys, now we get to put the whole intake manifold back on. And unfortunately, if you go back to the last video, my car is 1 10mm socket heavier. I couldn't find it. It must have fallen off, fallen out, fallen somewhere, but it's not down there. Maybe we'll find it when we take the engine out of this thing, inevitably. But for now, we're still 1 10mm socket worth of weight heavier than my RX8 in its current condition, for what it's worth. Okay, that is going back on, not as fast as a snap, because I don't do that kind of movie magic around here. At least, I don't practice it that often. Alright guys, now we've got the intake back on, we've got the air box back on, we got all the stuff hooked back up. We didn't put coolant back in it. Assuming everything is done correctly, we didn't forget anything, and everything's hooked up, the car should start. And I guess what the heck, we're confident in the RX8. Why are we even thinking about this? I'm just gonna fire it up and back it out. It's gonna be perfectly fine. I'm gonna put the hood down. That's how confident we are in the RX8. I'm gonna put the hood down. No more work required. It's not door ding, the good one. Oh yeah, okay. Neutral. Keys off the ground. You know, cars that have a beep are just annoying. Look at that. Alright guys, let's go for a rip. Well guys, we got the flashy check engine light now. I don't know if that's good or not, but let's see if it'll do another pull. It probably won't. Sorry for my hawk brakes on not warmed up rotors. They're squeaky. Little 15 roll. Dang, this thing just did its best pull with a flashing check engine light. Okay. Alright dude, so we're going to conclude the video back in the shop. And reason being, well, 1, it's dark. 2, it's late. And the RX8 is not parked back in here because it's not staying in here tonight. It's going to sit up under the carport for tonight. We're going to wash it tomorrow, you know, because we care about our cars around here. And in conclusion, I don't think from the video you're going to be able to tell that the car is any faster. Yes, the check engine light, flashy check engine light, does concern me a little bit, but it happened right after I had like a slight misfire or a little hiccup, which you guys probably saw or felt in the footage. You see, you get right up next to 8 grand, and then I'm like, and then it started pulling more. So it's definitely not attributed to. It's definitely not attributed to. I just put black handprints on my white car. Gosh, dang it. Anyways, it's definitely not attributed to the fact that the valves weren't working, because the valves are definitely working. It pulls a lot better through the mid-range and second and third gear. Quantitatively, like, what's the difference in mile an hour that you saw? I think at the end of the second gear we were going 63 versus 60 or 59. So picking up 4 miles an hour is actually not bad through the gear before it's kind of running out of power. You're getting a little more meat in there. So I think that's pretty good, and I'm pretty stoked. So we swapped the solenoids out. The other thing that we're going to have to do on this car, and I mentioned it in the last video, but I haven't done it yet, is I need to put it back on the base map and get all of the emissions cheats, we'll say, off the car. So then I can make sure and check and see what all these check engine lights are for and see if they come back. I apologize in this video. I'm not a big new car guy, so I don't really like do check engine lights and stuff. So I'll have to check them and look the codes up and make sure everything's good. And on my cars, I've always just been like, you know, carburetors and old school fuel injection where it either works or doesn't. So that's that. And I'll let you guys know in the next video what we got going on check engine light wise, and I'll show you guys the whole Moz Edit stuff. I think it's like Epiphan or Moz Edit or whatever, and how to connect that to your car, pull the tune, upload the tunes, etc. Show you what to do, all that sort of deal. So look forward to that in the coming videos. The rally car is coming in the coming videos, and I'm stoked that really just that the solenoid rack woke that car back up. It's definitely a lot quicker now. It feels a lot quicker, runs a lot quicker. Still have other issues to sort out. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you like the stuff here, rotary stuff. We just finished the Holly Sniper. The guy that owns it, Jeff, is super stoked, running good, and working with a couple different people, I think, here coming soon to try to get that car tuned. So get stoked for that. And yeah, hit the subscribe button, guys. I got a goal. Justin and I set this goal. We want 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We set that at the beginning of the year. We're just past the halfway point. We're at almost 5,000. So thank you guys for subscribing. But we need 5,000 more of you. So tell your friends. Share the videos. Comment below with any video suggestions, things you want to see on these cars. And we can get it out to you. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Keep it rad. Buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? You excited? Can you sit? You shake hands with the viewers? Nice to meet you. Oh, you too. Peace.